I just want to apologize in advance if I'm repetitive in some parts in the video, only because my thought process is all over the place because I've been experiencing severe technical issues and I'm doing everything to get my videos to you. My team is working on this and, I'm hoping that everything is resolved soon, and that's why I'm behind. So if, you hear me repeating things, I apologize, but I do want to remind you all that I did review two major events that happened in the most recent episode, and I was very detailed in both videos, so I have included the links in the description below for those of you who didn't see those videos. So just in case you don't get the same detailed breakdown that I normally get, know that I didn't do that because I already invested time into doing exactly that in these episodes, and the links are in the description below. What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Vienna Entertainment News. Kenya was a lawyer in her past life. Nene is all the way ready to put another member of production in the hospital. Exactly. What? Oh my God, Nene is a liar. Girl, bye. You brought up this recording crap and now you want to lie and backpedal. Watch her start screaming and getting loud at the reunion. Okay, Nene, you spouting crackhead lies. Audio and recording are exactly the same. Hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta. Hashtag Watch What Happens Live. We knew, not you. Oh no, what's the snake? Nene is a loser. Lies upon lies. Kenya, right. Nene full of lies in no audio. Kenya was so unbothered by Nene and called her out on her lies. First there was a recording, now it's not, then saying it was an audio. Nene, you started this mess. Hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right, Nene gonna sit up here and lie? Real Housewives of Atlanta. I can't lie, I miss the old Nene. Nene is a bold-faced liar. Look at her trying to clean this lie. And Nene and her technical lies are so tiring. Just say it. You ain't gotta lie to kick it. Nene, lies, lies, lies. Nene, shut up. You've been acting like that for years. Don't act like Cynthia getting upset at your lies is something she should be relaxed about. Milo and Nene couldn't lie their way out, so they gave up Giovanna. Thank you. I can't lie, I'm on Kenya Moore's side this time. Nene could have said what she had to say one-on-one in that bleep hallway. She calls all this BS. But you did make this all up, Nene. All right. If Milo had shut up and Nene had just said it was Giovanna or admitted the lie, this wouldn't have gone down. Cynthia practically begged Nene with tears in her eyes just to tell her the truth. And look what Nene did. She can't even tell the lie that she was Cynthia's true friend. That's not how friends, do to each other. Wait, Kenya's finger was in your face after you stuck your finger in her face, but continue with the lies, Nene. So Nene is lying about the audio tape and basically trying to get Giovanna to go along with the lie. She wants Cynthia to admit to talking mad-ish about her. Why? Cynthia has done plenty of interviews doing it. Kenya made Nene look like a fool, though. I mean, you are a grandmother trying to fight over some lie you told. Now, Nene doesn't have anybody. Too many lies. Put on a shirt. Nene lies cause all this mess. Nene, your lies is as big as your new nose. Nene done told a whole lie on Giovanna, then tried to deflect by getting into it with Kenya. So Nene just gonna lie like that? You did say someone recorded her the bleep. Nene is the snake. There was never a recording and she got caught in a lie. Well, social media is dragging in her plan to make Cynthia Bailey look terrible backfire. Especially when Nene was like, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Cynthia I've been talking about. Like a big reveal, like dun dun dun. And I'm like, wait, that's it? Like, what is Cynthia doing wrong? So Milo is supposed to be team too much, disrespect her, come for her, do all of that, and Cynthia is just supposed to sit there on mute. Is she not an adult? She's not allowed to basically clap back. Like, it didn't work, Nene. And Cynthia standing up for herself, she actually got applauded for doing that and not sitting back, allowing Milo to walk all over her. And because of that, you saw what happened. Milo came and apologized. So it didn't work. I mean, her plans was just falling apart. If Bravo wants to show Cynthia Bailey as the love and light character on their show, that's fine. We see it all the time on other shows, okay? That doesn't mean Cynthia doesn't get mad or have her moments. And she had every right to go in on Milo. So in this situation, Cynthia was right to defend herself. Now, before I move on, I also want to point out for the people who been saying, oh my gosh, Nene was right, about Cynthia. And that does not excuse Nene's behavior. Nene was still wrong for reacting the way that she did because Kenya came to Cynthia's party. So I don't 100% agree with that, because just because Cynthia Bailey and Kenny are doing things that are questionable doesn't mean that, oh my gosh, all of the terrible things Nene did at that event and the things that she said is not excused. Absolutely not. I still stand by all of that. And no one said that Cynthia Bailey and Kenya Moore had a perfect friendship, have their moments, but they don't go below the belt and cross certain lines. And also, it's normal to see someone doing things that is like, is this person really a friend? There's nothing wrong with questioning people's behavior, especially when their behavior is not friend-like. So I will always continue to call these girls out. You also got to witness Kenya Moore being a real friend from beginning to end. She held Cynthia down, all the way down, okay? And I think that's one of the reasons why today you still see Cynthia saying, I don't care what anybody say, Kenya is my friend. The difference is, through their ups and downs, you don't see Kenya exposing Cynthia. Well, so far, you don't see Kenya doing interviews, dragging Cynthia. None of that. They have their moments, but then they're able to move on. I'm still saying, keep your eyes open, Kenya. That's all I'm saying. Also, the reason why I'm not spending too much time on that, like I said earlier, I did over 21 minutes talking about how Kenya held Cynthia down and all of that. So, and that's why I did those 2 reviews previously, so that you guys can listen to that, so I don't have to spend too much time breaking certain moments down. I already watched the clip and I talked about that already. And then when Nene was also in her interview, like she won something, like a bloop moment, like, yes, the fact that Cynthia cried, the fact, oh yes, I'm satisfied knowing that I was able to hurt you like that. That just shows the level of hatred and jealousy, okay? Like, you hate Kenya Moore that much that Cynthia not knowing if she was coming was big enough for you to do what you did, starting a rumor that didn't exist. And I get it. Hey, y'all don't want to film with me? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start some ish because I need my check. So I'm going to go ahead and put a rumor out there. And when that didn't work, of course, Giovanna cut the bullet, all right? Now, security comes in, right? Basically stopped anything that was going to happen. You also had, Portia holding Nene back and all of that. And so with all of the chaos going on, Kenya grabbed Eva And she said, let's get you out of here. You know, you're far along in your pregnancy. You have no business even being on this trip. But I understand you have to fulfill your obligations. Let's get out of here because this is not a safe environment for you to be in. Like I said, even made me nervous a little bit because I was like, girl, are you all trying to hold Portia back? Sit down somewhere, ma'am. But because Kenya always stand up for herself to Nene, and the internet didn't like, well, I shouldn't say the internet, Nene's supporters, some of them, not all of them, didn't like that Kenya didn't back down. They didn't like that people saw through Nene and was calling her a liar. As I read the tweets, they didn't like that Nene plan backfired. So they started leaving comments like, can you believe how evil Kenya is to use a pregnant woman as her shield? Basically saying Kenya ran out of the room using Eva as her shield. I'm like, wait a minute. Wasn't Kenya and Eva and Cynthia and them all the way down the hall while Nene was still in the room talking? And then when she realized she was looking crazy, ran after them. And security stopped her again, and the girls were gone. Everyone left. She yelled at Marlo for Marlo to control the room. Marlo yelled, go and watch Candy speak on it. Even Candy trying her best not to just expose Nene. You can still see the confusion on Candy's face. Because Nene never said, while everyone was in the group, Giovanna, you told me, or Giovanna and I heard a tape. She never said that. She only said that when Giovanna left the room, and she only said that when she was by herself in the confessionals. When she was in front of Giovanna in the hallway, and Giovanna was confused about what was going on, she never said to Giovanna's face, go ahead and tell these people, you know, that it's you that did the recording. It was just weird and all over the place. This is what Nene responded with. All you B words, okay? It's my son. Basically using lyrics from Nicki Minaj's song. Well, Nene, when you are the queen, right? The HBIC, and you want to get your hands messy. Normally, you know, the queen will do some behind the scenes stuff, right? But sits on her throne without tilting her crown and watching everyone that, you know, she looks at as her peasants, right? Because that's how Nene called these girls. Nene, nothing you did was queen-like HBIC behavior. You were in the mud as well. So I will understand. This right here will make sense if you caused some chaos and then just sat there, all right, and watch everybody else get their hands dirty. But you were bothered. Your plan backfired. You couldn't take it, so you almost got physical with Kenya Moore, and once again put your hands on a producer who was trying to stop you. When you realized that you were caught in a lie, and we all noticed that, you then threw Giovanna under the bus, the only person, excluding Marlo, who's been there for you, okay? This girl been filming with you, been going back and telling your messages and all of that to help you out since you had no one to film with you because you were suspended, okay, for sending a producer to the hospital. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Giovanna is not the snake. I understand. That's the narrative everyone is running with. Giovanna is not the snake. She was never the snake. Nene Leakes is the snake of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kenya Moore posted this and said, and wrote, there are two snakes. I think she was talking about Giovanna and Nene. Did tell you guys that there are two different types of snake topics, okay? When Kenya Moore came on Instagram Live and talked about a snake, she was talking about her personal situation with Tanya. Okay, what she said had nothing to do with Snakegate, which I'm over. Okay, but Giovanna also went in Sister Circle, and she said she never, it wasn't her. I think Giovanna's problem is where she got caught up trying to help Nene make this story believable, in hopes that she will also get more scenes, and in hopes that she will return, next season as a friend of the show. She then decided to carry on this story. So when she stood there with Candy and Kenya and Portia, and she was like, you know what? Yes, there is a recording because I've heard it. Okay, that also put her in a bad position, because now people are using that against her and saying, how are you saying a Sister Circle that you didn't hear no recording? And if there is a recording, it didn't come from you. But then on the show last week, you admitted that, yes, there's absolutely a recording, and that, yes, you heard it. So I just think Giovanna got in way over her head, trying to be there for Nene, just for Nene to turn around and throw her under the bus. Do you know how many years Nene and Cynthia Bailey been friends? If she can treat people she refers to as close friends like that, Giovanna, you really touch, she was going to have your back. I noticed that Giovanna and Nene didn't have any type of friendship when she treated her as if she was a stranger that she found on the side of the road, when that girl simply touched her car to talk to her about leaving Milo event. Yeah, she talked to her like she was the help, like she was beneath her. Anyways, to say is that what I've been saying from the beginning about Tanya being the snake that Kenya was talking about personally, I was right. I like what Kenya was doing. Every time that she brought up somebody else's situation, she made sure she acknowledged her own issues. When she brought up what Dennis did and Portia getting re-engaged and all of that, Portia word, I got re-engaged and all of that, she said, well, I have my own issues in my marriage. So for the people who, oh my God, Kenya, what about your marriage? She knows. Okay, and just because something bad happened to me and I'm fully aware doesn't mean that if something bad happened to Mary and I want to speak on it, I'm not going to speak on it. I mean, no, like Candy be saying, speak on it. Before I get to the dinner table conversation and end it, of course, you can always tell how insecure a woman is when she's constantly body shaming other women, especially Nene of all people, when this same person have to put their pictures through 150 filters before posting it on Instagram, and other social media platforms. So once again, Nene came after Kenya more body. The last episode, it was her calling Portia fat and saying Portia was fat before she was pregnant, all of those things. And then we also heard what she said to Kenya on that episode when Kenya came to support her friend Cynthia Bailey. So Kenya responded, does she own a mirror? On her sixth nose job, always coming for the pretty girls on the show. I feel like I was baby Simba and it was a wildebeest coming at me last night. I don't fight animals. When Kenya said that about Nene, I was like, you know what? These two. So yeah, but the thing is, you don't see Kenya just coming out of nowhere, coming for anyone's body or stuff like that. But I'll tell you this one thing, she sure knows how to finish it. All right, now let's get into this whole table situation. I'm going to put this picture back on the screen. As you can see, I did a detailed over 21 minutes video on this already because the clip was out and I was able to preview it. So I already did a video step by step. I was very detailed. I broke it down. So I don't have much to say. I'm just going to quickly say in that video, I did say any parts that I didn't see, I was going to talk about it. So the parts where I talked about was, I was thinking that Cynthia Bailey or Candy pulled Tanya aside. Well, First of all, we didn't know that Candy was aware. Now we know Candy was aware. All right. So Cynthia Bailey and Candy did not pull Tanya aside because you can clearly see Bravo is trying to make Tanya happen, and Tanya didn't have any storyline. And that's why, as a friend to the show, they allowed her to host a trip to Canada because even though she doesn't have a peach, she needed something and a reason to be around. Because if you notice the first few clips when she was introduced back to the group, it was almost like, was she even on the show? So they had to find a way to make her happen, okay? As you can see at the table, Kenya did not say names because Tanya clearly said she doesn't consider what Kenya was talking about cheating. So Kenya was like, okay, I don't know the girl personally. Now I was able to test her out to see, her vibe, what she likes, what she doesn't like, and she doesn't think this is cheating, then I'm not going to say anything. Cheating on them, you don't record a scene like that, and, Bravo is not going to show it, of course. However, Kenya did not sit at the table, okay? So, of course, now Tanya knows who Kenya was talking about. So no one really knew who Kenya was talking about. But of course, with the clip being flashed, for the viewers to see, then of course we find out who she was talking about. And Portia keeps throwing these little jabs in her confessionals, and everyone is laughing and thinking it's funny. I hope all the people who are laughing are still laughing when Kenya starts throwing jabs back, okay? Fun shade or whatever, she's throwing shade. Watch. When Kenya starts throwing shade, it's going to be, oh my God, I knew this whole new wannabe friendship was fake. Why she had to say that about Portia? But every episode, Portia have something to say about Kenya. Okay, Portia girl, I see you. Anyway, so that was that. I'm doing a separate video on, what's in the bag and all of that other stuff, and Milo coming for Kenya hair and all of that. I'm not going to waste my time on that in here because I just want to get this video up because I'm already a few days late due to technical issues. So anything else that I have to address will have to be in a separate video because I don't want to make this one extra long. I'm going to say it one last time. Okay, I've been saying it over and over again, but I really did, sit down and really broke everything down. So please go and watch that video if you missed it. That's why I'm so brief about the table situation because I already talked about it. For the people sending me messages that Candy was on Watch What Happens Live and she defended Kenya about, having a conversation at the table. I'm not saying Candy is not being sincere or her friendship with Kenya isn't real. Yes, I've given Candy a few side eyes, here and there this season. But, Candy is also always going to look out for herself, even if she's looking out for Kenya in the process. Because if Candy just go 100% against what Kenya said, then people are going to look at her funny but girl, you and Cynthia had an entire season with Tanya. We're not saying y'all are BFF, but the girl, and you and Cynthia did not pull her aside to tell her, so you ain't no better. But anyways, yeah, so that's that. But one thing, Tanya, no one, absolutely no one, marriage, relationship, whatever, is perfect. Overall, the carnival looked fun, but I'm wishing all of the girls the best. The end of here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.